Ahoy mates!
Hello happy travelers!
Welcome back on board Royal Caribbean's Independence of the Seas, day number 4. We're back in Bermuda and we are ready to hit it. Let's go ahead and get it started. Day number 4 begins now.
Matt's got a special lime green backpack on because it's snorkel day!
See what we can find. Seems like pretty good conditions for it. It's a little overcast, which isn't the worst thing with snorkeling. The water is very calm, at least right now, so.
Now, I did read that there is a snorkel area, and it's right here on this sign, Snorkel Park Beach, here in Dockyard. However, I heard that's very, like, entry level and good for, like, kids, like first-timer snorkeling. So we're not going there today. Another popular snorkel spot, and just extremely, probably the most popular spot to go to on the island in general for tourists, is Horseshoe Beach. People do snorkel there, and it has pink sand beaches and all that jazz. We may stop by there today. It's not our priority though. Our priority is Church Bay, which I read online is a smaller beach. It doesn't get as much action as Horseshoe Bay, but it has really good snorkeling, a reef right off of the beach. Supposed to be really good for snorkeling. So we're going to check that out. And luckily, the same bus that we took yesterday goes to Church Bay. So we're gonna do what we did yesterday again. Church Bay, here we come. So, just a tip, if you're using the bus, watch the live map that I showed you yesterday. Watch that really closely because the Church Bay kind of comes up quick, like right after you kind of like curve in towards the beach. There is a sign here that says Church Bay. If you can see it. Church Bay Park, that's where we're going. Okay, we found the path to get down to the beach. So the bus stop was just like right down there. So you're gonna come left and then you're gonna find this like little pathway. And then you can see there's this little parking lot is here. And my beloved. And then there's gonna be like a little path to get down to the beach. This is like the perfect day. It's beautiful today.
Earlier I mentioned it was kind of overcast. That's gone.
That
sunny
is
now.
Gone.
Also, I don't know if we said this in the video yesterday, but very, very important with the bus. It does not automatically stop at every stop.
Yes.
They will stop if someone's standing there waiting. Otherwise, you need to hit the stop button on the bus. So
yes.
Keep that in mind.
And the bus drivers are really nice if you're like confused about like when to hit the button or when to stop.
Talk
like
to them, they'll help you out.
Ask them, but yeah, you need to let them know that you want to stop, especially like this spot where like not a lot of tourists are getting out.
Yeah, if you're going to Horseshoe, you probably won't need to bother because there's going to be a bunch of people there.
They're going to be stopping.
And obviously, like yesterday, we went to the end of the line. You didn't need to hit stop because it was the
end of the line.
They were going to stop whether you wanted to or not. So,
but this is right in the middle. It took us, well, it usually takes about 30 minutes to get to here. Our bus driver,
we were flying.
We're hauling.
I love it. Oh, but that's an important note. If you're prone to motion sickness, take Dramamine or whatever you need to do. The roads here are very curvy, very narrow, and these people, they know where they're going and they make it happen. So it's a lot of movement.
Look at this little picnic spot here. There's even a trash can and stuff with that view of the water. Oh my gosh, bring a lunch, enjoy the day. I'm so excited for this. As we're walking down, look, there's one in the groves. You can have a jungle lunch like Tarzan. As we come up the path to go down, just to let you know, no lifeguard on duty here.
Oh, they get Portuguese man-o-war here?
Whoa.
Oh, man.
Oh my.
You gotta be really careful.
You gotta be so careful, and obviously be careful of rip currents and stuff too, but whoa.
Let's do it.
Look what we're going down into. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad we came here. So here's a look at the stairs that you'll have to come down and then back up. But take a look at this reveal. Oh my gosh, what a payoff. Look at this. Look at this. This is gorgeous, and it's not busy at all. I mean, there's some people here, but it'd be a lot busier if we were at Horseshoe right now.
I mean, that whole bus we were on was filled, and almost everyone was going to Horseshoe, plus any excursions and stuff like that. Yeah, a few people here on the beach and like no one in the water. Mine for the taking, I suppose.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is something good to note. Remember how I said there's on the sign there's no lifeguard on duty at this beach, but look, they do have a like a life preserver in case there's an emergency. So if you have an emergency and you need to go rescue somebody, that's there right by the stairs. So that's actually great they provide that.
Well, we came here because when you search best snorkeling in Bermuda, this consistently comes up. Apparently there's just a reef right offshore here. You can just get right in and go through. The only thing with this beach I think deters people is it is kind of rocky, and I guess there's rocks in the water, so you want to have protective footwear or fins, but I'd recommend that pretty much all the time anyway. So let's dive in and see what we can find.
For someone like me who is not snorkeling, the water's a little too chilly for me, but Matt is obviously snorkeling. It's a good beach for spectating the snorkeling because it's very like open, like in the bay, so it's been like really easy for me to like spot Matt and keep an eye on him and make sure he's safe out there. So it's a good like all around snorkel beach, whether you're snorkeling or you're watching.
right, well, as you saw there, that was very fruitful. Nothing in the way of like sea turtles or crustaceans or anything like that, invertebrates today. Lots of fish though, as you saw, lots of parrotfish. Now, the thing is, I see this all the time when we go snorkeling. What I've noticed a lot of people are doing, they're kind of going out right in here, taking a quick look and going, I don't see anything. Coming back in. You're not gonna really see too much right here because there's not a lot of structure right here. Fish love structure, so you wanna go out where you see the darker spots. That's where the reef's gonna be. So what I did is kind of went out here, went along this reef line, out to that big rock. There's two of them, but I think I was to the closest one, and then kind of followed the reef line over and came back in. So anywhere you see dark, that's where the structure is. That's where you'll wanna go, because that's where you're gonna find the most sea life.
Look, here close to the shore, there's a big fish right there. Can you see it? It's like the dark spot.
Moving, and then there's one, at least one over there. I see a couple dark spots.
Yeah.
Actually, that looks like a school of smaller ones. Yeah, several little ones.
Oh yeah. That's wild that the fish, at least some of the fish come up this close, but I guess it's because not too disturbed here at this beach.
And what it is too, so this whole part when you get in past the sand here is all rock bed. It's all like the, not coral, but kind of, maybe limestone rock bed.
Yeah.
And so you have that continuing out, and it does get a little slippery, so keep that in mind. But then right there, that dark line you see across, that's a ridge. It comes in and there's a gap. So they're pecking along the edge of that, eating.
Okay.
Like they were doing out at the reef. So yeah, it's interesting to see them come in because we got all the reef in the world out there. Hey.
Unclaimed territory, I guess.
Easy pickings.
But I think it's awesome. You can be here on the shore, like literally sitting on a rock, and you can see some fishies. This is pretty cool. So there's a sea glass beach over in the close to the dockyard area that apparently has a bunch of sea glass. But look, there's actually quite a bit here on this beach. I've been finding quite a bit. Now, I'm sure it's recommended that you do not take any of the sea glass or any of the shells or anything, but there are some really pretty ones and some sea glass too, which is pretty cool. I wanted to show, like, you can't really tell, like, just the camera like this overlooking the whole beach. But if you look at the sand, there are, like, little pink bits here. Like, so there is some, like, pink sand, like, crushed, I think it's, like, crushed up shell, coral, and stuff like that. But yeah, there are some, like, pinkish color in here, so I don't know how it compares to Horseshoe Bay, which is, like, the most popular pink sand beach, but you definitely get a little bit of pink sand here. Once again, it's gonna be hard to see this time because it's moving water, but, like, you can see more of the pink, like, once you, like, actually get into the water. That's quite a bit of pink. And look at this. We spotted this where we were sitting, like right on off of the shore here. Look, can you see? Look at that, like, water. Look at that, like, big shell. It's like a big mollusk under there with that pretty black and white shell. And there's several, like, in here. And then in this crevice, there's like these little, like, isopods, like little creatures in here. It is so, it's neat. You get like these tiny little like ecosystems, and like here you have like this little like tide pool area that you could just like stick your feet in and sit on a rock and enjoy, and it's just kind of like a little pool. What is that?
It's like a little mollusk kind of thing.
Oh, cool.
In there. So they're in the water here, but they're all up on these too. Like there's one right there.
I see, yeah.
It's tucked up in different areas. We've got all these little kind of like isopod things. Look at that large shell right there.
Whoa, there's so many. Oh my gosh. Look at all of these. There's like 1 million in this little spot. And look, another one of those pretty shells is right there, like latched onto this rock. There's also like little clusters of like these little shells. They almost kind of look like, they're shells, but it almost looks like a little barnacle-esque. But it's like all living little things right there.
So we've seen all the little bits of sea glass in the sand, but if you look right here, This is actually a large piece of sea glass. It's not sharp, of course, it's been worn down. But that's glass that has become embedded in the rock.
Whoa, that's crazy. Like, how does that happen? I guess a lot of time. What's cool too, in this like little tide pool little situation, there's these little like pockets where like it's staying calm because like with the rocks, the waves can't like get into you. So like this would be like a perfect little sitting spot right here too. It's like a little Ariel's grotto. And the water's a little warmer because it's shallower and like fresh waves aren't consistently coming in. So it's like the perfect temperature. This is by far one of the most beautiful beaches we've ever been to. The camera probably won't do it enough justice. And we've been to a lot of beautiful beaches in our life. I mean, I don't know if anything will ever top Turks and Caicos, but this is an absolutely beautiful beach. Oh, unfortunately, it's time to leave. Bye, Church Beach. But as we're leaving, coming up the stairs, we noticed this little lagoon right here.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the play next time.
We just came up the stairs leaving, and we're at this cute little picnic table I say would be good to have a picnic at. And we turn, there's a public restroom right there. I'm just gonna say it one more time. Look at that water. Oh my gosh. That is beautiful. Like, look at that. We're waiting here at the across from Church Bay bus stop that we can take back to Dockyard. And this is a good time to point out. So you see this blue pole and you see that pink pole there across the street. Well, that's where we got off to get to Church Bay because we were at Dockyard going to Hamilton. So whenever you see a pink pole like this, that means it's a to Hamilton route, and that's where you wait. And if you see a blue pole, that means it's going to Dockyard, and that's where you wait. Now, something I want to make a point of while we're waiting for the bus and about the public bus system, just make sure you give yourself a bunch of time to get back to the cruise port, especially because you don't want to miss the ship. Because there has been some instances both days where there's been a delay with the bus, or they had to reroute a bus, or just something like that. So don't be too tight on time. Like, we're leaving now expecting to get back to the ship 2 hours early. So we're giving ourselves a 2-hour buffer just to be safe. Well, Bermuda, public transportation, you treated us well. I would definitely use you again. Actually, something to probably note, right across from our bus stop here at the Dockyard, there is this quite large indoor mall. We're not doing that because we're just not planning on doing shopping, but if you want to do shopping close to the ship, this would be where you should do it. So just a couple things I want to wrap up on with the bus situation in general. I highly recommend getting to your bus stop at least a few minutes or more before the bus is scheduled to get to that stop, just because certain bus drivers drive faster and they might get there quicker if they don't have to stop a lot.
But it just happened with us getting picked up at Church Bay. I was supposed to get there a little bit after 3, and we was there at like 2:57. So
yeah, exactly. Now it was fine because we got there early, but
they didn't wait around until the time that was supposed to be. We got on and they left.
Yeah. So that's number one. Number two is that they're not huge buses, so it is possible for them to fill up. I would especially say, like in situations like where we were at Church Bay, and like Horseshoe Bay got picked up like right before our stop, which is like the most popular spot for tourism on the island. It could have been very possible that that bus showed up at Church Bay and it was filled with people from Horseshoe Bay. So once again, like how I said earlier, just give yourself plenty of time to get back to the ship, because you never know when you're going to get a full bus. So account that like, oh, maybe I won't catch this bus, I might have to wait for another bus. That didn't happen to us in our situation, but I could see it happening. But other than that, I really recommend the public transportation. It was great for us, and just make sure you give yourself plenty of time, and definitely download the app. It was super helpful. Almost back to the ship. Matt, Eagle Eye, Hoffman, spotted some sea cucumbers down there.
I think.
That's what like they look like. Oh, and a fish.
Several fish, actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that right there, that's a sea cucumber, and obviously that's a fish.
No, I don't want to go on the fire. I knew when you pointed that camera at me, I knew that's what you said.
I just wanted to give you one more opportunity in case I didn't want you to live with regret.
And another fun-filled day wraps, and our time in Bermuda comes to an end as well.
I loved Bermuda.
Me too. We were just talking about this earlier. I said it was one of my new favorite cruise destinations.
I don't know. I didn't know a ton about it before coming. I mean, I did some research and stuff, but man, the water, gorgeous. Everything was really pretty. It was super clean. The people were extraordinarily friendly. Like, it's great. I'm on board for coming back to Bermuda. I loved it.
Yeah, it might be my new number 2 cruising destination behind Alaska, because I love Alaska.
Really?
But I think so. I think I'd rather come to Bermuda than most of the places we've been to in the Bahamas and the Caribbean. So
high praise.
It earned it. It earned it. So loved our time. Can't wait to come back. Our time on Independence of the Seas is not done. Tomorrow is our last day, so we hope we will see you back then for some more fun on board. But until then, we're going to remind you we're travel agents. It's completely free. Check out the full playlist, Independence of the Seas, blah, 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 blah. And with that said, we hope you enjoyed, and we hope we'll see you back tomorrow for day number 5, our last day on board Independence of the Seas. But until then, good night and happy travels!
There's a monkey above us.
She thinks the monkey is the Sultan.
Bermuda, Bahamas, come on, pretty mama.